So this film is called Aliens. Okay, so this is Sleepy Chick. This is who the whole movie seems to revolve around, and she seems to have a thing for going to bed a lot. I don't know why. They might have mentioned it in the film. I didn't really listen. Okay, so yeah, it turns out that Sleepy Chick killed all of her last crew from the last mission, and now the company that she works for wanted to go back and kill a whole bunch of families and stuff that live on this planet somewhere.
How many are there? How many colonists?
I don't know, 60, maybe 70 families.
But Sleepy Chick doesn't want to go because she wants to stay home and smoke, and she's got a cool job working with power loaders and a pet cat, and she's got to look after that and stuff. But after about 5 seconds, she changes her mind because the law of murder and bloodlust fills her dreams. So she says, "Fuck the cat, let's go kill those colonists."
Just tell me one thing, Burke. You're going out there to destroy them, right? To wipe them out.
That's the plan. You have my word on it.
All right, I'm in.
So like now we find out that Sleepy Chick's real name is Sleeping Beauty or something like that, which makes sense really because of all the going to bed she does for no reason, I guess.
Hey, mira. Who's Snow White?
And it turns out that Snowflake has teamed up with a bunch of badass army guys who are all fucking hardcore killers or something like that. So clearly Snowflake is supposed to be some kind of fucking deadly psychopathic killer, and they want her to help them kill all these colonists or whatever, something like that. Anyway, they all go down to this planet and they're all going to kill everyone or whatever. And I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be. It looks like it's supposed to be Scotland. Anyway, there is land. They land there and there's no one around at all for them, and they're like real pissed off because there's no one there for them to kill and stuff. And so they start looking around for stuff to steal or whatever. And they come across this hand in a jar which waves at them and stuff, and it really creeps them all out. Which is, it would. In all fairness, that's fair enough. And then they keep wandering around and looking for people to kill. And then they find this little girl and they try to shoot her, but she's too quick for them. And so Snowflake goes and tries to put the sleeper choke on her. But she wants to keep her alive, I guess, for questioning or something like that. So like then the army people try to interrogate this little girl, but she's fucking hardcore, man. She's not saying anything. She's been well trained. So they give up and they go play computer games or something like that. And Snowflake tries the good cop, bad cop shit on her, and it actually fucking works. And she gets the kid talking about something, but I don't know what about. I wasn't really listening. So while Snowflake is talking to this fucking kid, the army guys find out where all the people they came to kill are hiding, and they all get real excited about it and everything, and they set off to kill them.
Found them. Looks like a goddamn town meeting.
Let's saddle up, Apone.
Aye, sir.
But they get so excited about it that they set off before they even speak to Snowflake, and so they leave her behind, which is fucking dumb because that was the sole reason that they wanted to go along in the first place, was because she's such a good fucking killer or whatever. Anyway, the army guys go in without Snowflake, and fuck, watch this. This bit is fucked up. Me and my mate both stopped talking when this bit came, and it is fucked up. Right, I can't show it here, but fucking hell, this thing literally eats its way out of her tits. It's fucking horrific. It's gross, man. Snowflake watches it on TV, and it even makes her feel sick. You know what I mean? Anyway, this chick is one of the colonists they came looking to kill, so they set fire to her, which is a bit fucking pointless, because that fucking thing already killed her. Anyway, then they go nuts and just start shooting everywhere out of anger because they couldn't kill one of the colonists. The one colonist they could have got to kill got killed right in front of them before they could do it, and they're fucking pissed about it. And this, right, I guess, is where the film gets its name from, because at this point, the whole fucking movie takes a huge fucking swing into left field. Like out of fucking nowhere, the whole film just suddenly becomes all about these fucking aliens. They start jumping out of the walls and under the floor heating and fucking jumping down out of the roof. I mean, fucking, did you ever see that Tarantino film, Dusk Till Dawn, where it's like a bank robbery film or something, and then suddenly there's loads of fucking vampires everywhere, right? I mean, this is exactly like that fucking film, but way fucking weirder. I mean, these things look like the fucking devil, and they just keep popping up out of everywhere, and fucking basically the army guys get their ass handed to them, and a load of them get killed, which is like, duh, of course they did. They should have taken Snowflake with them. That's what Snowflake does. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason they took Snowflake along. Anyway, Snowflake is watching this on TV and shit, and she goes fucking nuts because they are all getting to kill stuff and she isn't. So she starts driving this big fucking truck to try to get into the fight as fast as she can. But, you know, she's a really shitty driver, and so she just keeps smashing it into walls. But by that point, the army guys are getting their asses kicked so badly that Snowflake has to pick them all up so they can just run away from the fight before the aliens get to fucking kill them all like a bunch of bastard idiots, you know? Anyway, then the ship crashes and they all look pissed off, so I'm guessing that wasn't supposed to happen. But that, like, sets up the rest of the film now, where, like, Snowflake has got to get payback and revenge on these aliens for making them all look so fucking stupid. And she's hardcore about it, you know? She wants to fucking nuke the entire planet.
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit.
But everyone else is like, fucking hell, Snowflake, steady on, because they don't want to admit that they fucked up and look so stupid, you know? Then they all go back to the game room where they're hanging out for a little while, and in the middle of all of this fucking alien shit, Snowflake takes the kid, and because she's got this fucking weird sleep obsession, she makes the kid go to bed and go to sleep, because of course she fucking does. Snowflake's a fucking weirdo. So, like, at this point, they just seem to, like, totally give up and trying to find out and kill all the colonists, and the whole film just becomes about them wanting to get a payback on these aliens for kicking their asses. But instead of doing anything, again, did you ever see the film The Wild Ones with Marlon Brando? This is just like that. They all hang around forever doing absolutely fucking nothing. This one guy gets so bored he tries to escape by crawling down this long tube, and then these guns shoot at some shit, and then guess what? Yeah, Snowflake decides it's been more than 15 minutes since her last power nap, and so she goes to sleep too. But then, out of nowhere, she gets attacked by a creepy hand thing which is fucking nuts, and then they shoot it and Snowflake goes fucking apeshit at this guy, and then I don't know what happened then. I think I went to make a cup of tea or something. But when I got back, everyone's starting to get nervous and freak out. And then the next thing you know, there's fucking aliens jumping out of the roof and out of the floors again and snatching motherfuckers up. And they all turn tail and run away down this goddamn tunnel. And somehow, in all this bullshit, Snowflake manages to drop the kid down a fucking tunnel. And then, like, in one of the worst bits of writing ever, I don't know, Snowflake either has a total change of character and suddenly decides she wants to save the kid, or, even though it's obvious the kid will be killed, Snowflake decides that she wants to make bloody sure the kid is dead herself, which is like, of course she's going to get killed with all those fucking monsters running around everywhere. But that's not good enough for Snowflake. This is it. This is like the final straw for her. Like, she hasn't got to kill a single thing so far, so she literally straps guns on top of guns, loads herself up with more ammunition than Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then, like a fucking psychopath, goes back in looking for the kid on her own. And she goes wandering around looking for a fight, but wouldn't you know, now there's not a single fucking alien in sight. Not one. Like, they've all gone on their tea break or something. So Snowflake just wanders around and she finds the kid, and then, like the stupid fucking fool that she is, she walks her ass into a nest of these alien fuckers, and there is this huge fucking alien there playing the bagpipes or a church organ or something fucking creepy. And Snowflake is like, fuck that fucking weird ass thing, and she just starts to go fucking nuts, opening fire and loading everything she's got into this thing, and you can see she's really enjoying it, because, you know, killing things is really her shit, and she really gets into it, like way more than she needs to. And she uses so many grenades and shit that the whole fucking building starts to collapse around her, so she's got to grab the kid and run out, which again, you know, it's like, leave the kid behind if you wanted to die so badly. So anyway, Snowflake does a runner, and she gets chased by the big-ass alien, who is, like, understandably pissed off at Snowflake. But then she makes it out onto the spaceship, and she takes the kid with her, which is like, when are you gonna do this? But anyway, the spaceship flies off, and then, just like she said she would, Snowflake nukes the entire planet from orbit, because that's a reasonable response to you not getting your way exactly the way you want it. Okay, so they're back, and everything seems fine and cool, and then wait for it, everything seems okay, and then, pow! Check that shit out, right through his chest. Looks like a fucking spear or something, but then no, it's that big motherfucking alien, and this guy's full of milk or something, and it turns out he's an alien too or something, which would explain why he looks so weird in that tunnel. And then Snowflake is like, fucking hell. And then in some even more character inconsistency, Snowflake tries to get the alien to kill the kid first, and then she changes her mind, says, no, no, kill me first, and then she totally bottles it and runs off shit in her pants, leaving the kid on her own. But then, in what's going to be one of the most badass movie moments ever, instead of going for a gun or a grenade launcher or a flamethrower, Snowflake, being a fucking psychopath, chooses to face the big ass alien in one of those really slow, clunky power loader things. You know, the things you saw before where it's got like no weapons at all on it. You say, why? Because Snowflake is an absolute fucking mental case, and she wants to fuck this thing up with her own two hands. Really fucking close and personal, like fucking, like looking into its eyes if it had any, which it doesn't. But Snowflake wants to make this personal, or even more personal, so she beats, and I mean beats the living shit out of this alien with her robot suit and throws it down a fucking hole like it's garbage, like it's fucking trash. I mean, she's really sending a fucking message, you know? And then, just like garbage and trash, she tosses it out the fucking window and then performs the single most ridiculously inhuman feat in all of modern movie making by climbing a ladder in one sock and one shoe. And then, that's it, it's the end of the movie. She shuts the hatch, she decides she's going to let the kid live after all, which is like, duh, I didn't see that coming since the start of the third act. And then, guess what? That's right, you guessed it. Because she's a fucking weirdo, Snowflake makes them both go to bed again because of a fucking weird sleep obsession. And that's it. That's Aliens. It's without a doubt one of the weirdest, most fucked up films I've ever seen, and as far as I'm concerned, they can fucking keep it. Weird fucking film that it is.